Here we go. All right. Ben James here with Coach Roush. Coach, tell us a little bit about the season thus far.
Well, winding down this weekend with the state tournament, it's been a great season. We went 13-1 in duels. Our only dual loss was to Brecksville, who went on to win the state title. We defeated Moeller twice in duels, which was a couple big wins for our program. We've had a lot of individual success. Our team's been pretty well spread out between some underclassmen that have came in directly to the varsity lineup and made a huge impact. And then we've had some senior leaders up top, 4 seniors in a row at the end of our lineup that have really provided leadership to the underclassmen.
At what point did you realize that this group of wrestlers could be successful this year?
Early, just the way practices were going, the effort, the hard work that these guys were putting in, we knew it was going to be a special season. Early on in the season, we even had a sit down with our freshmen, which we have over 22 freshmen on the team and 4 in the varsity lineup. And we sat all the freshmen down and said, look, guys, if you can stick this sport out, because it's a difficult sport to do that in, if you can stick it out, you're going to be the best team in the city. I still believe that, and it's starting to already come to fruition with us knocking off Moeller twice in duels. We have a young group of kids that are driven, motivated, goal-oriented from the jump. Often we get freshmen who think, oh, I'm going to wait till my junior, senior year, and then I can be good. But we have a group this year that believe they can be good right away, and they've proved that to be true.
Coach, has preparation for the postseason been any different than regular season?
Postseason is a little bit different. During the normal season or the dual season, we focus on getting our team as strong as we can be. And sometimes that means guys in the lineup making a sacrifice, maybe wrestling up a weight class just to make our team stronger. Whereas when the postseason hits, it's more about their individual success. So we get guys down to the right weight where they can be the most competitive. We break down individual film a little bit more, especially on opponents we know that we're going to have to wrestle a few times in order to get to the state tournament. So it's a little bit more individualized. It's also a little bit more, at the beginning of the year, there's a lot of technique. There's longer practices. And towards the end of the year, it's more about peaking, making sure they're fresh. So less teaching and just getting in and working on some individual things and keeping them fresh.
Month of Champions. What does that mean?
That's a phrase used a lot in wrestling, and it's used in a lot of sports, but specifically in wrestling, we start at the beginning of February typically, and we go GCL, sectionals, district, state, and we preach to our guys that the entire season's preparation for the month of champions, meaning every competition, every practice, everything is preparing these guys for what really matters in the end, and that's the month of champions. That comes to a conclusion this weekend with the state tournament being a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3-day event, 18,000 people, 10 mats, and they've had to advance to get here 2 weeks in a row now. We have a wall of champions in our room that's full of all the state placers and elders history. We point to it a lot, and we use that as an example of hey, this is where we want to be, and that only happens in the month of champions. And so we're on the eve of the state tournament now, so hopefully we can add some names to that board.
Coach, best of luck this weekend. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Ben James here with Coach Joe Schoenfeld. Coach, GCL champs, 23-2. What has been special about this season?
It's been, I think, 3 things in particular. Number one is we've had some great games. Just like you called a lot of them. Just the close games, the overtime games, the wild finish kind of games. Very memorable there. Winning the GCL has been huge. Second thing, the crowds. We've had just unbelievable crowds, so many sellouts at our games. I think that's, unusual. I don't think you could possibly keep track of the records, but I don't know if we've had that many sellouts, that many great crowds on one year like this. And then the third thing, is special just because of the kids we have on the team. They're like really hard-working kids. They like each other. They get after it every day in practice. They're just a joy to coach.
Yeah, you mentioned there, it seems like this group of guys genuinely enjoys playing together on the team. How does that help
Well, for one, it makes it a lot of fun. I mean, for me, it makes it a lot of fun, and I think they really enjoy each other's company. And there's a bunch of competitive guys on there, like they don't even like losing in practice. So we make each other better every day in practice. I think that's why we've done so well. That's kind of how we thought it was going to go. And they just, you know, when there's that enthusiasm for what you're doing, you can kind of accomplish great things, which I think we've done so far, and we certainly want to keep it going. But the guys, the key to our success is the players. They're a joy to coach.
Tell us a little bit about the Centerville Elks. What should we expect from them?
It's going to be a little bit like looking in the mirror. They got some good, a couple good big guys, but they only play one at a time. And they've got kind of like 4 guards, and 3 of them are really good shooters. They run a bunch of good motion. But the only thing they do differently than us is they switch almost all the screens. So we just got to get used to not running where people are waiting for us. But it should be a good game. They beat Moeller, I think, by 1 at Moeller late in the year. So it's going to be like playing a very good GCL team, just like playing ourselves. Whoever plays the best is going to win. I know we're going to have that 6-man helping us along the way. So I anticipate that we should win, but it's going to be a good game.
We've had some memorable moments this month. What do we have to do to keep the ball rolling?
I think our defense always keeps us in the games because the guys enjoy it and they get after it so much. Offensively, when we don't take great shots, it's hard to recover from that because we're usually giving our team fast break opportunities. When we kind of grind out our offense and take good shots, I think we're tough to beat.
Coach, good luck Saturday. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So there you have it. Spring sports season's coming to an end. 4th quarter. Seems like only yesterday we were packing the pit to cheer on the football players in their first game. Time flies. Well, it's the 4th quarter. If you haven't done it now, you gotta do it soon. Panthers play tomorrow. It's a big game. Might as well get out there and support the Panthers. Could be the last chance. Now, Mr. Plays talks about finding the grail. And in a lot of ways, I think Elder itself is the grail. But it's different for every person. I like to come out to the pit sometimes and just think, you know, be here. Kind of feel it. I like the cool breeze blowing against my cheeks. Little turf pellets flying up against my face in the wind.
Son, sorry to tell you, man, but you can't be here. I have to escort you off the ground.
For it?
Yeah. We gotta go.